Hey kids, how you doing? This Richard, this four period class is 158. Just a little bit early, so we're gonna start still around 210 or what have you, so we get some more people on here. Hopefully get about like mm, a good chunk. There's some things that I do want to talk to everybody about as far as the situation that we're in right now. And I'll tell you what, I feel you all in that as soon as we get more people on the stream. So we're gonna wait till about 210 before we start here. Okay. So for all the people that's here, good afternoon. Hope we all had a good weekend. Hope everybody's doing well, you and your family, and we'll go forward from there. Okay. So around 210, and we'll start. So there's a couple things I wanted to talk to you guys um, about. Okay. So about 210. So if you want to get something to drink from the refrigerator, something to eat, something to snack on, go for it. I just hit the activate button just like a minute early, everything. So hopefully we starting soon. For the people that are there, let me know that the chat is working. Like go testing one, two, three, or what have you, because the way you have to configure it in YouTube Studio, hopefully with me choosing the private setting, it doesn't put the crimp in that. So hopefully still able to text or what have you. And if not, once again, just go through the hub, go to email, but hopefully you're able to get in contact with me right here. So I'm gonna type this. Okay, we'll be starting around 2:10 p.m. like that. Okay, there we go. Excellent. Okay, so for the people in the chat, thank you, Juan. Okay, how you doing, Juan? Okay, I hope you guys had a good weekend and everything. So once again, we'll start like around 2:10. See if we get some more people in here. I've been doing some notes and stuff as far as well, you know what? I'll wait till 2:10 before I get ahead of myself. Okay, so 2:10. Hopefully we have enough people there. We'll start then. 2:10. 2:10. Okay, it's 2:08. Okay. Okay. I'm good, Juan. Okay, thanks for asking. Okay. It is 2:10. And just to put a heads up out there, y'all, of course, I heard the situation with the governor's um, speech last Friday, and it kind of sent the ripple out. Pretty much kind of knew it was going to happen, but there it is, that we're not coming back to school this year. Okay, so if you're a senior, unless you're visiting in the fall, I probably won't see you guys again. So it's about 4 or 5 of you guys that I'm talking about in that particular 4 period class. So it's kind of disappointing. I don't know what they're going to do with graduation. Hopefully they'll have it in July or something like that. I wonder if they're gonna work around that. But it's just kind of sad all around. Prom, graduation, senior activities, and all that stuff is kind of a wash. So um, it's just random. It's just life being random. And but I guess the more prioritized thing right now is that you guys are safe, that you're doing well, that your family's doing well, and I just hope and pray that this COVID-19 has not touched you directly or indirectly, you and your family, in any way, shape, or form. Um, so this is where we're at right now. So um, my big priority right now is just to try to get people retested for the exam for the people that have taken the first time. At least we have some familiarity with it. For those of you that filled out the questionnaire concerning the exam, thank you so much. And I have some things to go off of. I read it already one time. Let me see if it's possible for me to pull this up again. Yeah, it is. So my biggest concern was the sign up. I thought that sign up was I didn't know it was going to be that convoluted going in, and anything that we're doing to burn some type of energy before we actually take the test, I'm totally against it. But I've been getting comments talking about um, um, that arrow, something like somebody was taking over your computer, what have you. There wasn't any way I could give you a heads up on that. That's on me. But basically, that was the proctor on the other end that was taking control of the mouse in a way. So it seemed kind of weird, if you saw your mouse was moving and you weren't moving it. That was basically the reason why when you clicked on that link, they had access to your browser, kind of, sort of, as well. So hopefully anybody didn't get completely freaked out about that and everything. So that 45 minutes, and I understand they knocked it down from 40 questions to 38 questions, if I'm not mistaken. Just seeing that clock wind down in the upper right hand corner, I know that's a scary thing. I was talking to some students in my second period class, and they was telling me that they were kind of unnerved by that, just seeing that clock, you know, roll down in the corner, and some people saying, one person also said that they finished 10 questions and wound up having just 16 minutes left to do the other 20 something, 28 questions, which is now you're rushing and all that. So my thing was this. I was planning on, let me bump this off, y'all. I was planning on seeing about doing a retake like around next Wednesday or Thursday, either April 29th or April 30th. I bumped this off my second period class. So I only had one student come to my first period class. I had more in my second period class. I got even more here. One of the people in my second period class was telling me that that might be too soon. And I wanted to get your ideas about that. How do you feel about April 29th and 30th for the people that are taking it to do the retest? Or do you think about we should do an extra week and like push it to like that first week of May, which is May the 6th or 7th, and go with it there. So I'd love to hear your opinions in the chat. Got a question for you. If you feel like if you was to retake that, knowing what you know, and if I was to give that test to you right now, let's say, how many of y'all feel like y'all would do super well, or a little bit better, or measurably better, knowing what you know right now, a second go around? If I was to give administer the test right now, I'm just curious. I've been doing a lot of talking, yakking. I want to hear some comments over in the chat and everything. And tell me what you think. If I was to administer the test right now or the retest, um, how do you feel like you would fare? Okay, so I'll wait for some comments. Talk to me, and tell me what you think. Okay, so one says better wait a little bit longer. Okay, might be right. Because maybe I'm too confident that I really felt like, um, except for maybe one or two small things that I think I see where the problems are. Like I said, because I'm looking at this through my prism, but I just don't want to make the mistake of it looking through your prisms. One of the students said we should have a review on everything that we've done in class. Part of me kind of agrees with that. My thing is this: do we have to review things like what qualifies as a string, what qualifies as a float, what qualifies as an integer? Questions like that, or even those slicing questions that we've done a bunch of over and over again, or any type of math with the order operation for the math. Do we have to? Do you feel like we have to? Go over stuff like that and more in depth. Oh, the question was for this person that asked was, I was planning on thinking about giving the retest next week, April the 29th and 30th, which is Wednesday or Thursday. And I thought it was enough time because maybe I'm just too confident that I just feel like everybody that's at least been diligently coming to class, doing what they need to do the programs inside the classroom, got the notes and everything. We did the two practice tests, on and on and on. Do we need that much time? And I'm getting some feedback that we should maybe wait an extra week into May before we take the retest. And basically, I'm putting the question out there. What do you guys think? So I'm trying to listen um, to y'all as far as how y'all feel about that. So once again, I was thinking, hey, let's do this retest. You guys seen it once. I think a lot of it is just being acclimated and familiar and the familiarity. One, number two, like I said, I really feel like the questions, even the easy questions, and I know we kind of practice this in some way, but just reading that question and knowing what it asks is, I mean, you if you burn up less than 30 seconds to be able to do that, maybe better reader than me, but I need that time to actually read and acclimate and get the gist of that question. And a lot of those questions, if you see it a second time, because there's only so many ways you could put a slice problem out there, to be totally honest, or certain other programs. So I really feel like after seeing it exposed, being exposed to it one time, that you guys got a big time advantage. Let me see what we got. I think she gives an examples of the things on the test and questions we can study, but not in the test, but in a PDF file. Huh. Hmm. Um, could you elaborate on that, Andrea, just a little bit more? Um, what extra stuff would you are you talking about as far as what you would wanna see? Because a lot of those questions were, like I said, curate like worksheets, I guess. Okay. Hmm. Mm, mm, hmm. I got an idea. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. All right. So, y'all are comfortable with me starting from square one, just having a little class everyday review as far as us going over the slicing stuff and going over if thens, and I could see that with the for loops and the while loops. I can kind of see that in the defining functions because that's something that you can understand it, but if you're not doing it constantly, I can see that kind of going through the cracks there. So, hmm, hmm. Well, anybody else got any comments? What do y'all think over here? So, talk to me. Okay, let me know. Anybody, feel free to raise your hand. Um, comment and everything. And Andre, maybe you're right. Maybe I assumed too much. I assumed like, okay, we went over this. Oh, we got this on lock. They about to take this test. Bam, knock this out. We done test on this, and we did the replets on this, and on and on and on. Okay. Uh, uh, okay. Okay. Anybody else want to talk to me? That's on it. Lily, Avi, anybody, Jennifer, um, anybody else? Like I said, I got that. I okay. Is there any subject? Da, da, da. And let me see something. Do. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The mock exams. Okay. Okay. I tell you what. How about we I see y'all today and tomorrow. I'll tell you what, let me see if I could do this. If I was to take this, boom, and okay. Got a question for the class. I just put a link down there. If you click on that, can you does it pull up for you? Does Replit pull up and does a program pull up? So I'm just trying to come up with some ideas as far as trying to do this remotely as opposed to being in front of you. So first thing off the bat, I just put a link over there. Did it pop up on your screen? Does it work for you? Let me see if it. Oh, this is not helpful. Okay, yeah, that wasn't. It works, but it's not helpful. Let me see if I can come up with another. This is called Baseball to Review. Give me 1 sec. Give me 1 sec. With edit history, move, delete, public. It is public. Edit history. Did the whole Replit program pop up, or did some a black screen with some a program running pop up? That's my question for you. Did your whole Replit program pop up? Okay, I'm trying to get this working here. No, didn't want to do that. How do I make this work? A Google Doc appeared. Hmm. Okay. Oh. Hold on, that's not it. Wrong yeah. Okay. I was kind of confused there as far as what popped up there and what didn't pop up. So I tell you what, I think I got an idea. It just popped into my head. This might be a blessing in disguise here. Okay, yeah, thank you, Juan. Yeah, that's what I saw too. So, um, I guess that's not working right there. I'm gonna have to mess around with some things on my end here. Um, I got an idea. So for the people that said examples of things on the test and questions where we can study, but not in a test, but in a PDF file. I think I can go. I think I have a third way to go about doing that. Um, I tell you what. Can y'all, for the people that's on here, stick around for me. Bear with me. I might just talk to Miss Leopold, who's over Certiport, as far as seeing that we might be able to get some because, like I said, I actually had to curate those questions for the mock exam 1 and 2, so that's why I felt real confident about those questions being as far as on the exam. Now, as far as the similar questions, let's see here. Male. Okay, webinar tips and traps. Certiport exam. We have ended the pilot exam, so I'm in the process of making a few changes. Okay, that's not it. Okay, that's not it. Caroline, teach common questions. Geometrics. Let me make a phone call. Let me make a phone call. Contact.
Hi, this is the personal voicemail of Heather Leopold. To ensure timely responses, if you are calling with regards to Certiport, please call me on my Certiport direct line at 281-238-5032 and leave a voicemail. In order to keep track of all professional calls, you must start using my company-issued phone number going forward. I will no longer be monitoring my personal voicemail for professional calls.
Okay.
Thank you, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
Okay. That is the one. 281-238-5032. Okay.
Hi, this is the personal voicemail of Heather Leopold.
Okay. I tell you what, to accommodate us in that regard, I'm gonna have to get in contact with Miss Leopold later on there. But to answer your question, Andrea, maybe I could put together maybe something similar, like 3 different while loop questions, or 3 different for loop questions, or 3 different if then questions, or what have you, because I think those are the ones that's really gonna kind of really trip us up, if you will, if going forward. I just feel like the easier questions, um like for example, let's see. Let me go to my website, and I'm gonna go here, and let me take all this, copy it, and paste it. Go ahead and click on that link. That's basically the second mock exam. Once again. So if everybody could click on that link right there. And go to question 4. Okay. Everybody go to question 4. All right. So go ahead and click on that link and go to question 4. So this is And don't take, you don't have to fill anything out. Just click on the link, just go straight to question 4. And I got a question for the class here. For a question like this, do I need to spend review time on something like question 4? So, be honest with me, okay? Because if I do, okay, I'll just go ahead and carve out. If not, okay. So, because I would deem that one kind of like an easy question. Would you agree? So my big thing is I just don't want to burn time on things that I'm deeming easy, but at the same time, that's me. And what I think, man, they should know this, man. They should be able to knock this out the park. They should be able to, go boom. That's one of those questions like you should be able to. I feel like maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like you should be able to munch on that question super quick and keep it, or steamroll that like an 18 wheeler and go on to the next question. Questions like that, like question number 4, and like question. What's another good one? Let's see. Um, question 5. Question 4. Question 5. A question 9. So questions 4, 5, and 9. So let me go ahead and just take those out the bat. Questions like 4, 5, and 9. Is that something that you feel like we would have to review? If everybody can respond on that, or do you need me to give another private questionnaire, what have you? But that would take a little bit extra time there. So got a question for you. Question 5, maybe. Let's see. Okay, where did you go? Where did you go? No, not you. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Okay, and like a question 5, um, and if you read the content, it says the value must be used as a whole number in calculation, and that basically talks about changing strings into integers or floats, or changing over stuff. So, anybody else have any comments? Stuff that I might seem, wow, okay. Hmm. Question 9, you think? Is question now? That's what and that's why I'm hopefully I'm putting my finger on some things. Is question 9 one of those things where we kind of know what we're doing because we talked about it in class? We just need to, I guess, refresh everything. I guess I don't know. What anybody else have anything to say? Zeta, Andrea, look at question 9 for me on that link that I just threw out, and that was on the mock exam there. So I'm gonna have to work. Okay. I think we're all in agreement on this. To take the okay. Thank you. I think we're all in agreement on this. April 29th, April 30th might be a little bit too soon. Let's wait a while until like around that first week of May, and in the meantime, we're going to see if we could um, actually have a little bit of review. So, I tell you what, inside of my thing here, where it says um, basic for loop review. Let's see, is that the one that had y'all the? That's not the one. Let's scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. That's not it. That. Nope, nope, nope. I tell you what, we're gonna go here, 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 and here. Does that link work as far as like um does it take you to like a Google Sheets or like a PowerPoint thing with 3 slides on it talking about for loops? So does that link work right there? Just out of curiosity? Okay. Hmm. Okay. 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 This is going to be relatively new. Okay. I need to take this information, put this, crunch this all together, and see if we were to take a second shot at this, um, how well will we do on this second shot here? Hmm. Should I start off with something that heavy? Okay. Okay. I'll tell you what. Hmm. Where's this disconnect here? Where's this disconnect? Where's the disconnect? Where's this disconnect here? Where's the disconnect? Okay. The link works. Okay. I think I got an idea. Work through simple stuff first by wrapping lessons around the mock Python 1 and 2. Okay, so I tell you what, this is what we're going to do. Because I was going to actually jump into for loops and all that stuff. So you know what, we might just have to go ahead and have a review of everything. Maybe I'm trying to avoid it. I don't know, but I tell you what, if we gotta go through the thing about this is variables and or this, that, and the third, even touching on it briefly, I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Okay, so I just gotta set everything up so that it's hopefully easy, digestible, and things of that nature. And I'm also gonna try and incorporate what Miss Leopold um, has some resources on her end as well. So, ooh, man, okay. So I tell you what, we're gonna start on Wednesday, and we're gonna start square. Not necessarily square one, but maybe close to it because maybe I'm making a mistake of assuming too much. Okay, so we'll have that review, and I gotta sit, think, and and marinate on what's the easiest way to go about doing this. Okay, so I tell you what, come Wednesday, um, be ready for We're gonna do some square one stuff. So if you're one of those people like, oh, we did this already, oh, we know this already, why are we doing that? I might have to just take that risk and consider yourself blessed that you know it and that we're just going ahead and go through it just to grab everybody. Okay. So and at the end of the day, maybe that might be the wisest thing to do. Okay. So with that is I got 45 minutes in here. Does anybody have any questions or comments for me? Any questions or comments? Any questions or comments? Okay. We just start from square. So it's kind of I just don't want it to be like um, um, 8 plus 4 is 12. Okay, everybody, let's do the 8. Let's do the 4. Now we gotta put the 2 here, and let's carry the 1 up here. 1's in the nothing, so the 1 drops. I just don't want it to be like that. But maybe in some way, shape, we might have to go back to the basics and without, because I was just going to jump into the harder stuff that I thought we was missing, like the for loops, the while loops, the defined functions, the troubleshooting, and all that stuff. So. Um, I think we might go that route. Okay. So let me think on that. Okay. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. But come Wednesday, we might just have a full blown back to basics, back to Bethel type of um, environment here, just to get prepped up for that exam, which might put it maybe a little bit further on, but we'll see how that works. Okay. It might be a case where I might ask y'all everybody to meet on Friday with me. I think that would be a cool thing. Not just you guys, but my second period as well as my first period meeting during this time. And we have a group class that's the actually slip something in for this Friday, the 24th. Okay. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead sign off, and I'm gonna think about this right here and how to present this information. Because like I said, I really feel like, first off, the fact that you took that exam, I'm so proud of you guys because, like I said, with the circumstances that we're in right now, um, some of y'all were taking the test while maybe your big brother was screaming in another room or some other things was going on. No matter what was going on, you was able to get through. So I'm really proud of you guys getting through. And so we're fortunate to have that retake. So let's go ahead and make the best of it. And we might just start from not square one, but pretty close. All right. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and work on some things to get prepared for Wednesday. And I will see you guys um, on Wednesday. Now, if you want to get a head jump, homework assignments, if you want to go to those early replets, I would recommend going through those early replets that we did back in October and see if you can still understand those. Okay. We got about 30 replets, so if you want to get a head jump on that, that'd be great. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and sign off and start coming up with some ideas here. I wish you guys was in front of me. That would make things a heck of a lot easier. But oh well, we'll just make the best of the circumstances we have. Okay. So with that, I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay. Okay. Y'all be safe.